Hey all, just sitting on the beach and wanted to share a happy Mother's Day to those out there having a Mother's Day, and for those tomorrow, wherever you are in the world, having Mother's Day. And I just thought, I'm sitting on the beach looking out to the water, so I thought I would show the beautiful water. It's a nice sunny day here today, which is kind of nice because we're heading into our winter, so it's beautiful to see these sunny days and blue skies, as you can see. I don't know how it's really capturing it that well, but it's just glorious, it really is. And the birds whistling and chirping, and anyway, there is a message behind this. And as I'm sitting on, and this is what I want to share with mothers, as I'm sitting on the beach here, just breathing and meditating and doing some beautiful breath work and taking things in and intuitively being guided with things. One of the things that I am really absorbing in today and allowing to feel and just feel the beautiful love of it is that honouring myself. And I think a lot of mothers, even on Mother's Day, you know, we might be mothers, and then we have mothers, so we're in cars driving to, you know, mum's house or our mother's house, or, you know, or people are coming to our place or going out for lunch or whatever it is. And that's all lovely because obviously people are not always seeing their mothers, and it's honouring their mother on that day. But sometimes it's also just beautiful for the actual mother themselves and the female to be able to take some time and really honour themselves and nurture themselves with just feeling into their life as since they became a mother, if they've lost any children along the way, had any miscarriages, and you know, and I have, so I've been sitting here contemplating and just feeling into that. I'm in a place in my life with my healing that I've done for years. I'm in a place in my life now where I can just, it doesn't trigger me, like I can just feel into that and just feel, you know, love, and that, you know, and just know that that was a part of life, if you know what I mean. And I know some people still find it hard to move through difficult situations they've had in their life, but once you do really become so connected to yourself and understand how it all works and just honour yourself for the experiences you've had, and just know that, you know, some things, that's my it's my Charlie talking behind me, doesn't say a word before I started, and now he wants to talk. So I was saying, you know, just honour yourself in that, there's a ship going by, in that how you even just in ways of how you got through things. And but also what I was getting is that take time for yourself. Over the years when I thought about it, I was always, say Mother's Day, calm and okay, what are we doing? We've got to do this. Or I've always been that people pleaser and always worrying about creating, you know, and organising situations, events, whatever it is for other people. And I've never really stopped to just enjoy the moment for me. You know, it's kind of like we're always out here, you know, in the external doing something. And so this was nice, sitting on the beach and just contemplating and going deep within myself of like my journey, and just breathing and, you know, just feeling into, and it doesn't have to be for people that are listening to this and aren't mothers, it doesn't matter, it's just, it still works the same. If you've given and given and given through your life to so many others, and not, you know, just being selfless, and it's time to be selfish, and we're taught that selfish is a horrible thing, and it's not, because we really need to come back to ourselves, in connection to ourselves, honour those experiences that we've had, whether they were traumatic or you know, to what degree they affected us, and just feel into it and have grace and unconditional love and connectedness within it. And that's what I'm feeling today. And I just know, you know, I know not everybody can reach this stage when they have lost children, but I do, you know, get to a point now where I think things happened the way they happened, you know, whether they were meant to happen, whether it was just unforeseen circumstance that it happened like that, whether we chose a different timeline and that's why it happened, whether it was something we weren't ready for at the time, because that often happens. And if you're listening to this and you're trying to be a mother, I just want to say don't give up, because it took me many, many years, and I at the time kept wondering what's wrong with me, what's wrong, why isn't it happening, you know, doesn't the universe feel like I'm going to be a good mother, I was in my 3D mode. I wasn't in my connected mode of intuition and opening up that, even though I did have psychic abilities, tapped in, I should say, and things like that, but I still was just, it's very easy when you want something, right, to just go into the 3D side of it. And I just thought, why isn't this happening? And then I realised now, years and years on, that I was to have my daughter, and she was meant to come in at the time she came in. If she had have come in any earlier, when I was trying to have her, then I saw that circumstances in my life that were meant to happen wouldn't have happened if she was earlier, right? So she had to come in right at that time, and we don't know this as humans. We just want what we want, right? We're ready to have a baby, we're ready to be a mother, we want it now. And it's really hard actually trying to tell someone this that is in a situation of, you know, I want a baby, and it's not coming, and what's wrong, and and trust me, I've been there. And I don't usually say this to people because they don't want to hear it, but the truth is that if you are meant to have children in this lifetime, it will happen, and it will happen when that soul is ready to come in, not when you say, I want to have a baby. So that soul might be just waiting for you, and I'm just checking it's still recording. Yeah, that soul possibly is waiting for you, so when you say, yes, I'm ready, bang, it'll drop in. Or maybe its timeline of what it's meant to do when it comes to this earth is not ready yet, and that's what the situation was with my child, with my girl. So and we don't always see that. Like I said, years down the track, a couple of decades down the track, I see that, oh wow, okay, I know now why she was meant to come in when she did, because of other circumstances in my life. But again, like I said, it's hard telling someone that when they really want what they want, you know. So if you're listening to this and you're in this situation, please just relax and move forward in your life. And, you know, I'm not saying don't give up, keep trying, but don't let it absorb you, because it can do that. Don't let it depress you, upset you. Just come in touch more with yourself and your intuition and your own guidance your higher self is giving you. Ask for signs. If you're not getting pregnant and you want to get pregnant, or if you're not having a baby or whatever, just say, what is it? You know, am I with the right person? Am I is that why it's not happening? Because that often happens too. You're not with the right person, or you're not meant to have a child with that person. So yeah, so lots of things can happen, and you know, just a little quick story on the end of that. Actually, I just remembered I had a client once that wanted me to do a reading on a relative of hers, and she paid me for it because her sister was trying to get pregnant, and she was trying all sorts of things and IVF and everything, and nothing was working, and they were all really upset about it. And what I saw was, and that I said is that I could see that she actually wasn't meant to be with that person, and she didn't want to have a baby. So consciously she was saying she did. Stop it, Charlie. And subconsciously, she didn't want to be with him. She didn't want to have a baby with him. And I could pick up that energy. But again, you know, it's like everyone was like, no, she does. Anyway, long story short, a couple of years after that reading, she admitted that she didn't want to be with him anymore, and she never wanted to have a child and be a mum, and that was that. So that's why she wasn't getting pregnant. And it comes back to really getting real with ourselves, you know, like not just letting the ego go with it all, or what we think everyone else around us is wanting or saying or pushing us into. It's about really coming back to ourselves and saying, is this actually meant for me? Like, okay, it's not flowing, it's not happening. What's the situation here? So, of course, if you're really happy in your relationship and you know that you're meant to be where you are, then that might not be the reason. But it's all about going... Stop it! It's all about going deep and getting real with yourself, and really trusting your intuition. And we're honestly, guys, we're really moving into times and energy where we have to do this. You know, we have to stop, you know, like if you're still working from your ego, stop that and really connect. Really connect to go deeper. And if you need to do the inner work, do more inner work. And you know, if you need help doing that, that's what I was doing this video for. But I am doing one-on-ones at the moment, and I do dive deep with you. So if you're interested, you can go to my website. I'll put the link below, and there is sessions there that you can have with me. But either way, whoever you work with, you know, or whatever you're choosing, like just know also energetically, you know, if you're trying to get pregnant, there could be blocks in there that you need to clear as well. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and hope you guys have a beautiful Mother's Day, and however you're sharing that. I've just spent nearly 3 months in the States with my daughter, beautiful months, so I've definitely had a lot of quality, lovely time, and so I'm very grateful about that. And let's just be grateful for the situations, like, you know, where we are and what we're doing. But in following that, being grateful, I want to send a message that Spirit just came through with, and that is, please don't, going over here because I'm swinging, please don't settle. These are the times where we really have to look at the choices we've made in life, and if we're really happy from our heart and soul, and what is really, what's really guided for us in terms of, it's really time to live from our soul choices, what lights us up. No more mediocre stuff, you know, no more just, oh, this will do, this is comfy, oh, you know, I've got a job and I've got a house and I've got this and I've got that'll do. It's not. If you're not living from your higher self, you're not living from your heart, your soul, your passion, knowing that there's purpose to that, if you're not living with or working towards that and that bliss, then it's time to make changes. You know, call in what you truly want. Call in. For me, it's been a lot the last 6 months of really shuffling more and more out of other people's, like, family lives, and untangling my energy with them, and becoming more of my, like I just said at the start of this video, coming back to myself, being more selfish for me. Like, what do I want now? What am I moving towards, you know? What do I want to show up in my life? And instead of always being on tap there for family or others. And so I've been letting go of a lot and untangling of a lot of that in the last few months, and actually setting stronger boundaries for myself. Not always responding straight away, not always checking my phone, sometimes turning my phone off, just living life, you know, and thinking for me, what's my next step? What do I want to do? What, you know, where am I going with my life and next? And where's my higher self? Where's my soul guiding me to now? So that's the message. Love you all, love you guys, and take care and have a beautiful day wherever you are. Okay, bye.